A ver, Chapis, unas últimas palabras. ¿Qué? Tiene frío. El que mete el... Ya vamos a entrar a la cueva, ándale. Pero tú sí la tienes que dar porque está más chiquita. La cueva del cavernícola.
Oh, está por aquí.
Discovery Tour. Estamos entrando al Discovery Tour. Agarren, 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 no avienten. Ok, yo te agarro aquí nomás, del brazo, no de la mano. Muchas escaleras, ¿verdad? Pero es de bajadita, es lo bueno. Curva. Curva. Estamos a punto de entrar. Acá está la guía. Amor, amor, amor.
Alright guys, my name is Heaven. I'm going to be one of the many tour guides you're going to be meeting throughout the cavern as we are posted throughout each room. And we'll be explaining everything to you guys. Now I'm going to be explaining this depression in the ground that you are standing in, which is what we call the sinkhole. Now, if you look behind me, it was theorized that this was actually a room that led into the caverns, but about 5,000 years ago it collapsed, leaving what you see here as the natural bridge, which is also where we get our name. Now, fast forward to about the 1900s, many of the surrounding ranchers and farmers knew about the sinkhole, but nobody explored further until March 27th of 1960. 4 explorers / students from St. Mary's University Grotto of San Antonio came and got permission from the landowner to explore the caverns. And it wasn't until their 4th trip down that they found 120-foot crawl space into 2 miles of cavern. Now in 1963, they began development, and then in 1964, on July 3rd, they had their first tour. Now if you look right over here at these plaques, you'll see the lower right one was given just a month later after the first tour on August 5th of 1964 by John B. Connolly to the discoverers and the developers, dedicated to them, just thanking them for everything they did. And then the top left one was a later dedication ceremony to the late Miss Louise Heidman, who's to thank for all of this. She was the landowner. Now, if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. Or if you have any questions later on or throughout the tour, please feel free to ask any of the tour guides that are dressed like me. We all look like we work at State Farm. So if you guys can please take out your tickets, and I'll be ripping them. Once I've toured them, I'll be sending you guys to your next stop. You'll meet your next tour guide, okay guys?
So cool.
All right, guys.
Todos los va a arrancar juntos.
Hope you guys have a great tour.
A ver, ya. Ok, bien.
Great job. Have a great tour, guys.
¿Nos van a dar matar los boletos?
Nomás le va a arrancar nomás va a arrancar esta parte.
Eso.
All right, have a great tour, guys. Have a great tour, guys.
I honestly have no earthly idea. It's not something that goes anywhere I've ever lived.
Five.
treat tour, guys.
Thank you.
Sabía que iba a ir a Carles.
Quédamelo. ¿No te caen? Mete el break, vieja. Mira el hoyito que se hizo ahí. Welcome.
Sí, pero
Escalones. Escalones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey guys, as y'all enter, we're not going to take flash photos in this room. When I send y'all forward, feel free to take flash photos after that, but just not in this room.
Ok. Cuidado abajo,
aquí no hay animales. Aquí no hay animales.
Imagínate que de repente todo se quiera caer.
Pues que es lo que dijo, ¿no? Que se derrumbó. Que era un volcán.
¿Ahora qué es?
¿Y dónde está el guía? ¿Dónde está el guía? ¿Cuál es el guía? No, dijo que no tocar, mi amor. No podemos tocar.
Sorry.
45 pies.
Alrighty, can everyone hear me really well? Awesome. So everybody, welcome into the first stopping point on your tour of our caverns inside of our caves. We're about 45 feet below the natural bridge in an area called the Bear Pit. When those original discoverers came through, they found an 8,000-year-old black bear jawbone and a 5,000-year-old black bear femur bone. We have pulled those bones out of our caves. They are encased in our visitor center. If you want to see them at the end of the tour, they're pretty cool to see. Those original discoverers also found the entrance to the Discovery Crawl Space, which is going to be right down there where that light is just kissing the concrete on the right side of the handrails. Now that Discovery Crawl Space is 120 feet in length. At its tallest point, it's 22 inches tall. Those discoverers crawled through that to see 2 miles of unknown about cavern system. You're going to see half of a mile today. In just a second, you guys are going to walk through a set of glass doors, which we call our humidity barriers, which is where that temperature is going to reach 70 degrees with a humidity rate of 99%. If anybody is from Houston, welcome home. Oh yeah, H-Town, let's go. Now, like I said, if anybody's from Houston, welcome home. As you proceed forward from this point, trails are going to be very steep and wet, so take careful steps to use the handrails. Now, before I proceed forward and send y'all through, this sign over here on the right side of the handrails, this is our Texas Law and Cavern Protection Act. Basically stating, if you break that no touching rule that we talked about up top, the very strict no touching rule, touching any ceilings, walls, or formations, you can be charged up to a 3rd-degree felony. So yeah, that means you're going to jail. So, as we're being safe and being cautious, let's make sure we don't touch anything that looks like a rock as you proceed forward through the tour of the caves. This is the only formation you're allowed to touch, this touchstone right here. Get any of your touchy-feelies out on this stalagmite right here. Touch it, love it, hug it, do what you gotta do. This is the only cave formation you are allowed to touch. As you guys are ready, keep on making your way down the trail. Get to the next stopping point, see the next tour guide. The trails are steep and wet, so take careful steps and use those handrails.
Que toquen de una vez.
Anybody has any
Para que no te dé
questions,
tentación.
let me know. We're gonna stop by and ask. Touch it, love it, hug it, do what you gotta do. There we go.
This is the one.
Give it a big ol' hug.
Ok, toca aquí. Esta es ellas.
Oh yeah.
Es la que se siente.
Otherwise, you go to jail.
Tócala.
Okay, this
¿Ya?
one right here.
¿Ready?
Probably got a million.
That rock almost touched my head without.
Todos los microbios juntos.
All right, Cooper, come hold my hand.
Encontraron 2 osos muertos, fue lo primero que encontraron.
Uno era Emilio y el otro era Charlie.
No toquen, no toquen.
Ahí me puedo quedar dormida.
No, está filtrando agua ya. Cuidado. Sí. ¿Y cómo se hicieron un hoyo para la luz? La puerta, la puerta. Cuidado con la puerta. ¿No?
¿Dónde están los osos?
Es lo que encontraron cuando...
Ajá, cuando se acabe puedes ir a verlo, dice.
Oh, aquí está calentito.
Wow. Oh my god.
Lu. Mamá.
Está muy caliente.
Do not flash any lights on our ceiling and continue on this hallway. There is a bat on our ceiling, and I just don't want it to come down on y'all.
Did you hear it? Another bat.
¿Qué dijo?
Que no.
Do not flash any lights on our ceiling. There is a bat on our ceiling, and I don't want it to come down on y'all.
Mira.
Please awake.
Wow. Y si se caen los picos, mira. Si se caen los picos, ahí están donde los cortan.
Oh, me cayó agua. Me cayó agua. Ya sé, me cayó agua.
Mejor ni hablo porque no se va a caer. Agua.
Agua. Se siente bien húmedo aquí.
Cavernícola, cavernícola.
Estamos abajo de la tierra.
Agárrate bien. Agárrense del henryo.
Me cayó agua en la mano. Me voy a morir con todas de allí. Ya sé.
¿No tienen claustrofobia? Vamos a entrar a lo bonito.
Ajá. Dijeron que si tocas puedes ir a la
Hey
casa.
guys, go ahead and help the room. If you have your flash on, until you turn it on, I know I'm very sorry. There is actually another bat there in the hall, and if he gets woken up by that flash, you have to
Agárrate bien, Yane.
flash. I'm very sorry, we're working hard to get this on. As you guys are coming in, I'm going to ask you to please turn off your flash, just because, yes, there is another bat in this room.
Whoa.
You guys are very lucky and very unlucky in the sense that you cannot use your flash, but at the same time you are in the presence of bats.
Mira el agua.
Very unlucky.
Pues se va a tapar.
Alright guys, go ahead and head down for me. Clear up this room, go ahead and fill it up. I'm going to ask that you turn off your flash photography, please, because yes, there is another bat inside this room too. He's over here. You can't see him at all, but the flash will get to him.
He will see that flash.
Yeah, you can't see him, but he will see your flash. So guys, please go ahead and fill up the room for me. Please don't clutter and clog up right here. There's a bench right here you can sit at. There's a wonderful little rock wall you can sit at. Just don't clog the walking in area, please.
Brent, you want to sit on that bench right there? In front of us?
Everybody go ahead and head in for me. And if you are the last person coming in, please let me know if there are other people behind you.
There's a bench down there too.
Gentlemen, at the
¿Te
very,
quieres
very
sentar?
top, is there anybody else behind you?
Ahí te
Are you
puedes
the last
sentar.
one?
En esa piedra te puedes sentar.
Alright, okay.
¿Quieres?
One more? Is that it? Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and begin. So if you do not hear me give you the warning, please no flash photography. I'm sorry and I'm very apologetic, but there is another bat in here in Chapel Hall. So I'm gonna ask you not to use it as we do not want to disturb him. As the rest of our group is coming down, please no flash as there is another bat. But I'm gonna go ahead and begin with our speech, or my speech. As right here, this little sign here, I'm sorry, I don't want to flash you in the eyes, guys, but behind you there is a sign, and you are in Pluto's anteroom. You are 180 below the natural surface, so you're making some ground pretty cool. In this room, or pretty quick, I'm sorry. In this room, you're going to see two types of formations that we have. We have flowstone and we have dripstone. One is formed by dripping water and the other by flowing water. The dripping water is going to be these stalactites on the ceiling, the hold tight in the ceiling. And we're going to have a special type, a stalactite called a soda straw, which are very thin and very hollow in the middle, like a straw. We're going to have stalagmites right here that hold, or that stand mighty and tall, facing the ceiling. They might reach one day. And if they were, we're going to have columns in the back that do touch the ceiling and the floor. And that is our dripstone formed by dripping water. For the flowstones, we're going to have the cave ribbons over here. You can see how it's carved out. The water has carved out the stone. And over here, we're gonna have cave curtains, which go down just a little bit more. And right here, we're gonna have cave draperies, which extend all the way down to the floor. So, really cool, really cool. Now, all the formations that we have form the same way. What happens is rainwater from the top drips down to the soil, or goes in the soil, and picks up CO2, or carbon dioxide from dead animals and dead plants that are decaying inside of that soil. It then forms a weak carbonic acid, which is able to move down and dissolve through the limestone, picking up a smaller mineral called calcite that will form a new solution and continue to move down until it reaches the cavern atmosphere that we are in. When it does, the CO2 will dissipate or it will just leave, and the water and the calcite will begin the formation process by either flowing or dripping at an average growth rate of 1 cubic inch every century. So these are all ancient relics, so please don't touch them. If there are any questions, feel free to ask me on your way down, but if there are not, go ahead and head down the switchbacks. It's a 72-foot descent into the next room, so use the handrails, take wide turns, and please listen to the tour guide and posted to guide you down. Thank you.
Thank you. Dale ustedes primero. Maurito primero. Por si te caes, te cachen. Cuidado, Mau. Ahí está un charco, Mau. Por el charco no, por acá, Mau. No, está igual.
Hay como espinas allá.
Es el agua donde escurre, está haciendo como popotitos. No toques, Mau. Mau, no toques.
Ahí natan como animales. Natan como animales.
Agárrense del riel.
Qué chido.
¿Cómo está esto?
Como parecen unos dientes.
¿Puedes tocarlo?
No.
Alright guys, so this is the steepest part of your walk. Just be real careful. I'd go ahead and use those handrails and watch out for those inner corners. Those inner corners are notorious.
Thank you.
And I do apologize about the bats. We're trying to get rid of them. But whenever you get into the next area, once you're down there, you can get as much flash as you want. Shiny lights around.
En el otro room, si vamos a poder tomar fotos.
The next door, guys, is going to be on the very bottom of the area. In the next room. So we're going to continue on down towards the neighborhood.
Mira ese, parece un popote. Ahí ahorita lo van a ver de frente. Ahí de frente está un popote. No, no me jala. Porque se mancha. Mira, ya, el popote. Eso lo hizo una gotita de agua que va cayendo. Agárrate, Stephanie. Nosotros estamos chaparritos, no batallamos ya. Mira, esa parece una mano de oso. Esa, mira. Es que no toque nada porque se puede caer, ya no es lo que...
¿Se puede caer? ¿Todo?
Pues empezar con algo chiquito y lo todo. Mira, ya no está despegado. ¡Wow! No. Mira, eso lo va haciendo las gotitas de agua. Van haciendo esa loma. Wow. Esa torre mira, está completa. Mira, ya es acá. Un pepino. Wow.
Acá no puedo mirar para arriba.
Vamos a sentarnos rápido. ¿O no? Va a hablar. Mira, todavía. ¿Se abochorna?
No. Mira, ¿viste la cara? La cara, los ojos y la boca así. Como enojados ahí.
Oh, esto es una craqueada ahí arriba, mira.
Ahí callamos por ahí.
Esta es la craqueada del techo.
Mira, ahí está el palito.
Alright, everybody. Okay, guys. So, welcome all of you down here. It's the next room of your cabin tour today. Where you're all currently sitting or standing down here is called Sherwood Forest. It's going to be about 180 feet down below the natural bridge.
¿Cuántos
But
estamos?
that does actually make this little sitting area here the deepest point you guys will be walking on your cabin tour today. So, don't worry, that just means it'll be all uphill from here. Now, Sherwood Forest does actually get steep. All those formations you can see right over along that end of the roof. When the four students came into the area, they kind of called all the tree trunks, or sorry, the stalagmites on the left look kind of like tree trunks, and then all the cave curtains and draperies on the right look a little bit like tree tops. Now, Sherwood Forest down here also actually makes a pretty good spot to talk a bit about how our actual cavern system down here was formed. It all kind of started around 20 million years ago when these limestone rocks here around us were all undergoing a lot of stress by seismic activity and earthquakes that were happening at the time. Now, those earthquakes shook up the ground pretty badly and caused a lot of cracks and form running all throughout these limestone rocks here around us. And those cracks actually acted like passageways, allowing water from the surface to make its way all the way down here into the ground. Now, as the water was coming down through the cracks, it eventually reached the bottoms down over here, about where we're standing. And as the water built up in those cracks, it started to chip and erode away at the walls, eventually hollowing them out into these cavern rooms we're standing in here today. Now, eventually, all that water drained down to a spot further down in the ground that we call the Glen Rose Aquifer. It's a big system of cracks and gaps in the rocks, makes a good place to store water. And so, once all the water left our caverns here, it started to be replaced with air from the high of the surface. And that air is actually making up the same atmosphere that we're breathing down here today, naturally ventilated through all of those cracks. Now, the other neat thing you guys will be able to see here in Sherwood Forest is actually going to be the second half of the room back over behind where I'm standing. Now, we actually call that area Purgatory Creek, and it's 211 feet down below the natural bridge at its bottom. Now, there is a nice little walkway going across Purgatory Creek. There you'll be traveling over it to get onto your next route. But as you head on to the next spot there, make sure you keep in mind that it is going to be about a 31-foot drop from that bridge down to the bottom of Purgatory Creek. So if you do drop any of your personal belongings down there, like phones, keys, wallets, hats, stray children, then we won't be able to get them back out. So just make sure you keep that in mind while you're heading on. Aside from that, that's all I really got here for Sherwood Forest. So whenever you guys are ready, you can continue on the trail and over to your next route. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them coming by. Otherwise, thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of your tour.
Thank you. Purgatorio Creek. Oh, aquí está muy delgadito. Este sí es un río, Es un río. Es un río, cuidado. Oh, oh. Está lloviendo ya.
Está lloviendo.
30 pies de hondo. ¿Ya vamos a subir acá? Es lo más bajo, yo creo. Yo creo es lo más bajo.
¿De aquí estamos 180?
Ujú. Más 30.
Nosotros sí, mira.
Listo, vamos para arriba ahora. Oh, esta es la que va a cansar en la subida.
No, me cayó justo aquí.
Mira, es unas momias.
¿Nos van a sacar ese?
No, nada. Oh, mira, aquí está bien alumbrado.
Mira, arriba ya sí.
Porque hay como sale, pa.
Son las gotitas de agua, mira, que van haciéndose con el agua.
No, esas cosas negras.
Son como popotitos.
Ajá. Me pasa como sale, ¿no?
Ahorita me callamos, ¿eh?
Ajá.
Mira ahí.
Castillo.
Mejor me quedo aquí para
Aquí se llama el Castillo de los Gigantes.
Castillo de
Nos ponen todos los que
Porque ahí es gigante.
Por esa torre, mira.
Hay esas alberitas bien chiquitas. Me echó una gota en la boca.
No
La
sé.
voy a pintar toda y después ya les voy a invitar a todos a mi casa.
Ese es el gigante.
Mira, es un resbaladillas. Mira el gigante. Sí, un resbaladillas. Acá va el gigante.
Este se llama la
La pierna del gigante.
Watchtower. Sorry. Wow, esa como la del Bob Esponja, ¿cómo se llama? Esa cosa eléctrica. Rápido. Ok, aquí no sale. Va a detener todo el grupo, mo.
Oh, mira, mira, la agua.
No te sueltes.
Yeah. My teacher says the artwork says that in rivers in the prison bottle, there's spiders. Too much
I'll send the pictures to your mom, okay, Ashley?
It's mine.
I'm gonna send them to your mom and your dad.
La montaña del Señor.
We'll show them all.
Cuidado, mi amor. Mira, el agua está azul.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
A la mano, mi amor. Te vamos a seguir.
I'll show you later.
Giovanni. Janet. Ya están todos. Slung.
Todos faltan, ¿no? Casi todos la mitad. ¿Qué? Dice que se estaba...
Mira, como ese, casi nomás lo está agarrando bien poquito. Estoy sudando. ¿Te quitas? ¿Te lo desabrochas? Nomás desabróchatelo, no te lo quites. Porque lo tenemos que cargar.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Le voy a amarrarle la cintura, papi, le lo voy a amarrar en la cintura.
It does make a nice fan too, but I'm not wearing it. I want to look out a bit for the speaker here. Maybe I'm loud and steady. Alright everyone, so welcome all of you guys over here to the next Pyramid Cavern tour as well, which is called the Castle of the White Giants. Now where you're all currently standing down here is about 150 feet below the natural bridge, and this area is actually home to some of the largest formations in our cavern system as well. So I'm going to go around the area here, point out each of these formations, and tell you guys a little bit about them. We're going to start off with that one way over there on the left-hand side, and the big one you can see coming up there is called the Watchtower. Now, the Watchtower over there is actually the largest the largest column in our entire cavern system. It is actually about 50 feet tall and an average of 8 feet in diameter for the entire way up. Over here towards the middle of the room a bit, you can see the mouth of the landlord coming up over here, and this one claims the title of largest stalagmite in our caverns. Now, it actually also has a bit of a weird name for a cavern formation, and that name actually comes from all these little holes you can see around the base, as well as this formation about a third of the way up on the left-hand side. Now, when those 4 students came through the room down here, they kind of thought all those little holes around the base looked like windows in an apartment building, and they also thought that formation on the left looked like an angry landlord standing and waiting to collect his rent from the people here in the building. Now, of course, those guys were college students when they first discovered our caverns, but that is how we ended up with the name Mouth of the Landlord. Now, if you guys take a look over here on the right-hand side of the room, you can see the King's Throat. And a lot of people say this one looks like a jellyfish because of the top, but the throat area is actually going to be right down here along the bottom half. Finally, if you take a look over there on the very far right of the room on the ceiling, you can see our cave chandelier coming down. It's a very large growth of cave curtains which will come downwards down from the ceiling into their sort of chandelier-like shape we see here today. Now that's about it here for the Castle of the White Giant, so as you guys continue on with your tour, you'll be traveling along to the right and then up the 35 stairs at the other end of the room there. Your next destination is a neat little spot called the Emerald Lake. It's a natural pool with some cool colors in it. Also, it'll be our group photo-taking area as well, so as you head along the trail, make sure you organize yourselves back into the family or friend groups you first came in, so you can do the photo. Thank you guys for listening, and as you're ready, continue on and enjoy the rest of your tour.
Sí. Mira, ahí abajo. Canyon. Big. 200 feet. Ya vamos para arriba, mira. ¿Sientes que vamos para arriba?
Como para que hace mucho frío, todavía la vamos a ver.
Escucha a tu mamá, Mauri. Vamos para arriba.
Yeah, Mom, that's how they do it, I guess. Maybe there hasn't been a formulated plan.
El candelebro, mira. Quiere decir como la veladora. Sí, pues por ahí pasamos. Ahí estábamos ahorita.